On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Overwhelmingly conservative. Women decide elections. Yeah. And we're 55% of the population. We have higher voter registration. Yeah.
So
I
my
mean, that's
question
why
to you,
you
Pearl.
that's why you could argue, return our,
So Pearl, so if you had sons, let's say you had sons now, and they're 18, 19, 20, 20,
I
whatever,
hope so. I want like 5.
and they're going out in the world and they're dating, and one of them falls in love. What do you tell? What kind of advice do you give would you give your son in today's society going into the dating realm and to possibly get married?
Now, gosh. I hate to say it because like I wouldn't want to be a girl and like as a girl I still want to get married, you know what I mean? But if I had a son, like honestly, I just say live with her, don't get married. And I think there's like one legal way around it. I would say like get married in the church or whatever religious ceremony, but legally.
Yeah, we got to move on.
Anton, you part of the setup crew. I'm listening. Now you say.
You guys are just tuning in. Welcome to Lapeef. Let's talk. Let's move on to our last topic of the night. Our last topic is marriage an outdated concept. Is marriage an outdated concept? I want to start with Coach K, Pearl, Carmen, Siobhan.
Someone else go first. I've been going first.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I mean I go first, but someone else go first.
Okay. You sure you go?
No, because I want to hear what other people say first.
Okay. I think that the laws are outdated. I think, again, we have a system where women are paid to leave marriages, and that's very outdated. So honestly, if I was a guy, like I would not really see the benefit in marriage because you get older women that are less pure than ever before. So you walk down the aisle, and then on top of that, she gets a contract that she's paid to leave. So I think this whole thing, as a woman, like I still want to get married. So it's kind of hard because like I do want to get married and I do think it's better for families, but just the way that the laws are set up now, I really think that needs to change.
Oh, wow. I like Pearl.
Yeah. Because I guess a guy, like, what are you getting out of it? You used to get a virgin. Like now you don't even get, you get them older than ever before, less pure than ever before, and she's paid to leave. Like if I was a dude, I wouldn't want to get married, but I do think it's better for the kids. So,
All right.
That's my whole point, man. I tell brothers all the time on my show, if you ain't trying to have a family, if you're not trying to have kids, don't even get married. Period.
Hey, I never thought I'd ever say this on the Lapeef Network, but I agree with a woman. Look, it's the laws. I say it all the time. Policies is like stop signs and red lights. It controls the flow. And if we looking at marriage decrease, it's because a lot of guys just start saying that, you know what? I'm not finna be put into the system. If the government had an interest into seeing that these relationships and marriages succeed, then what they would do is they would get out of the relationship. If you have these policies going in where men lose soon as they jump the broom or they walk down the aisle, ideally they're going to fear it. And then now when you see all these stories where men getting just shafted, men scared to have families now because ideally, regardless, the laws and the policies is going to side with the women. I know guys personally that makes, I'm about to call out a name. Good God. I know guys personally that make well into over 6 figures. And the mom is barely making anything. And then they afford them the kids. And then now they give this crazy amount of money that these kids don't even need. I see if you say, you know what? Hey, we're going to give you this basic stipend or whatever from the father, and everything else go into a savings account for the kid. Men are scared of the laws. Men are not scared of women. So for all these women said, hey, they complain about. No. The women are just the ones that we shoot at because they're actually implementing these laws. They're actually benefiting from these laws. So when men show anger and fear, they show anger and fear for the policies. These policies is destroying the relationships. And then a lot of times women don't see it until they well in their 50s. And if you ever talk to a 50-year-old woman and look at the insight she can give you about failed policy, she will shake you up because it destroyed her. And we constantly see it. We ignore it because guess what? It don't impact us. And once it come knocking at our door, hey, B. Taylor, knock, 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 knock. Then you want to pay attention to it. But at that time, it's too late. And then women are scared to speak up against the laws. Women are scared to actually even possess a political opinion nowadays that's against the society norm.
I wouldn't say scared. I would just say, like, in general, why would women want to?
And that's one of my, you know what? There's a guy by the name of Jay Prince, right? And I told him, if you had laws that benefit you, and shout out to Jay Prince, if you had laws that benefit you, that went against women, would you buck that? Would you say, hey, I want you to stop doing this to women and give me these rights? No, you went. Women are just doing what they're afforded. And even though it's detrimental to the community, but they're doing what they're afforded. The laws are meant to let the women win. So how I look at it is that if women have an interest in seeing our family successful in a rebuilding of tribes and then possibly establishing communities, then they need to get rid of the laws. I would never date a chick that actually dealing with any type of incentive program, any type of hands in a pot with the government, because that's just a snapshot of what she'll do to me.
So basically you're saying most women are, or overwhelmingly most women are liberals, right?
Nah, I think they opportunities. They doing what the government afford them.
Yes. If you look at voting maps, if you took out women, it would be overwhelmingly conservative. Women decide elections. Yeah. And we're 55% of the population. We have higher voter registration. Yeah.
So my question,
that's why you could argue, return our,
So Pearl, so if you had sons, let's say you had sons now, and they're 18, 19, 20, whatever.
I hope so. I want like 5.
And they're going out in the world and they're dating, and one of them falls in love. What do you tell? What kind of advice would you give your son in today's society going into the dating realm and possibly get married?
Now, gosh, I hate to say it because like I wouldn't want to be a girl, as a girl, I still want to get married. You know what I mean? But if I had a son, like honestly, I'd just say live with her, don't get married. And I think there's like one legal way around it. I would say like get married in the church or whatever religious ceremony, but legally,